Alright, so game 1 on FD here for Turrin and JR. I know that Turrin's been excited for the run back against JR here, as JR beat him the last time. But we know that Turrin's been grinding. It's been fun to practice with him and see his progression as we've both been focusing pretty hard on improving on this game in the last couple months or so. Ooh, strong off-stage call out there from JR. Something that he definitely can do safely with Game & Watch against Roy, which could pose to be a pretty intimidating factor in this matchup for Turrin. So you have to play very safe when it comes to going off-stage or getting sent off-stage. I'm sure he's going to feel inclined to do high recoveries, but at that same time, if Game & Watch calls out your high recovery, you're pretty much screwed, to say it lightly, honestly. But Ford's going to take the first stock there. Strong move against the light character is going to delete him right off the side of the stage. Kind of a timing mix-up from JR there, sitting on the platform. Nice to see that, just to mix things up. Does he have a jump? No, he does not. Okay. Seems like a lot of the stocks might be taken from Turrin off stage though, right? That's definitely the advantage Game & Watch has, as I just said, but at the same time, man, it seems like ground-wise, Game & Watch might be able to contest quite a bit.
Hello.
Howdy.
We have Blegaman hopping in here on commentary.
Yes, please and thank you, absolutely.
Oh, thank you and please. How's it looking?
Exciting. I mean, we started the match pretty even, just to start out, but it seems like JR's been adapting pretty well when it comes to offstage pressure, just the fact that he can steal stocks from Roy's recovery with up B.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems a little bit difficult. That also doesn't seem fun.
Yeah, I'm dealing with Chef, and then, oh man, high percent on ledge.
Yeah.
He can just wait with a smash attack, and that's game 1.
That was game 1?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
It was nice to see, though, that Turrin was adapting. Oops. We're just back to 0. Was that Turrin has adapted from the last match I saw them play, like, weeks ago. Like, just air to air. Like, spacing-wise, he's a little bit more confident when it comes to JR just throwing out, like, neutral air and forward air and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where he's waiting out and spacing at a safe distance. Versus, I mean, I feel like most people struggle in the matchup when it comes to Game & Watch's aerials and spacing around them, feeling like you're safe, but then he, like, drifts into you, and it's just such a long-lasting hitbox.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But momentum...
They designed it to not end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just so rude. It really is.
So hopping into game 2, what stage did they choose? Town. Okay, yeah. Well, that's a good stage for...
Super strong stage for Roy.
That's honestly a good stage for kind of both of them. Like,
yeah.
That's not bad all around.
Yeah, I think it's good for both players. I think that I'm definitely going to ask JR about this later today, but it seems like he might be able to get some early kills with up B off stage. With that little parachute thing knocking out.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, I know that like the up B into back air combo and then just kind of air dodge the stage. That's also really good because Game & Watch has like Nest level air dodge. Looking a little even right now. Has neutral been like this?
First stock neutral was the exact same.
Just back and forth?
Yeah, and then JR just kind of ran away with it after getting some offstage presence.
Interesting.
So I feel like if Turrin kind of adapts to play a little bit more of center stage, if he can do his best, just like rolling the center stage there, that was great. But unfortunately, it's clipped by a trade.
Yeah, I think one of the really important things in this matchup that Roy or you're sure they can't hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I think one of the really important things that, like, has to happen is Turrin has to be, like, completely aware of where, I just blinked on his name. Of where JR is choosing defensive options like shield. Because there are a lot of, like, really tiny moments where, like, something whiffs or he lands or, like, right there, it's like, you have to really be aware of where your opponent is saying, I am scared. Oh, jeez. Took that with the dash attack.
The dash attack off the side, yeah. I don't know if that was a DI thing or just he was at enough percent, but Doesn't usually send like that, in my opinion, but...
Yeah, that was interesting. But Turn finding a way to land here, gets back to stage, looking for a way to get in, and JR is just really spacing and taking like his distance, moving up to the platform, finding openings when it's like convenient for him, and he has the lead. He can do that now.
Something that I've noticed too that he really mixes up is like when he attacks out of disadvantage. Like you never know when he's gonna just throw out an aerial towards you, and he can do it so safely out of disadvantage too that it's just something that's really hard to react to. But back to even stocks here.
Yep. Not quite even percent. All right, that's gonna be a little bit of damage, but up beast to safety.
Oh, does he have a jump? I don't think.
Doesn't seem like he does. Yeah. Good air dodge, getting out of there, but like. Again, the way that you described it as like he's retreating and then he chooses when he wants to attack. And the way that he's doing that is just leaving very little openings for a turn. And I think even more than that, it honestly chips away at confidence. Like, you don't know when to go for something. That's gonna be it.
Down tilt so strong.
Yeah.
It feels deceptive in its animation. It's like a little trampoline. But it just sends you. It's crazy.
Both of his tilts are like that.
Yeah.
The chair and
the chair even.
Yeah, it just you stick it out and you die.
Yeah.
Who knew? Half the cast was allergic to chairs like that.
Exactly. You just get deleted off the stage. Ooh, strong
wow.
call out there.
Oh, very close. Didn't quite. It looked
like
kill.
He got the strong hit too.
Yeah, it did. I don't know. Game & Watch is heavy.
I guess so. Oh,
all right, he still has a jump.
Okay, that didn't clip his jump, but
okay,
yeah,
but that
stage,
did.
That's gonna, that's gonna take it. So we've definitely seen this absolute advantage that JR has off stage. So if Turn gets sent off at all, it's really rough. Especially like he's been calling out low at this point, obviously.
Yeah.
And anytime he goes high, JR I've noticed is very quick and adapted to that as well. So it's just like it feels like a 50-50 off stage at this point.
Yeah, it really does.
Unfortunately, 50-50 at like any percent to death.
Yeah. Turn go.
I'm excited to see this. Sounds like we got a Crom switch from Turn here. Might just be coming down to the recovery thing.
That I could see that. Yeah.
At the same time.
Is that better?
Game & Watch's disjoints might contend with his up B pretty well.
Yeah, but they would probably trade.
Okay, yeah.
And then you just up B again.
Fair enough. It might take away more of the scary situations of like low percent loss of life, as long as he's not jumping into JR's areas.
Good movement on Turrin's part, looking for a way in, avoiding a lot of these hits, just kind of poking. Yeah, again, one of the biggest things is that I see. He's choosing that out of shield option. That's nice. Oh, could we? Hello?
I could see that he was SDIing too. He was just stuck. That was rough.
Oh, that doesn't look fun for Crom.
I'm kind of excited to see Turrin's Crom too, because I feel like it's going to be a very Roy Crom, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But definitely stoked that he's bringing it out and getting this practice in. I mean, at the end of the day, we're looking for a lot of experience in this kind of setting, and if he's confident enough to bring this out and try it out, I'm happy to see it.
Yeah. Not sure what to do about all these tootings of airs. Kind of just forming a wall in this bacon.
Was that the name that we gave one of Game & Watch's moves in
Smash 4? Toot.
Right?
Yeah, it was his down throw up air 50-50.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was a toot. Because he goes toot. His up air was different back then. It actually killed. For some reason. Like, all the rest of his moves. Oh, very nice holding at 193%.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's an even situation at these percents, right? Jab to, finishing off with this down version of the side B.
Yeah, and you kind of see, like, JR doesn't have... Ooh, up throw kills?
Yeah.
As soon as Turrin got the lead, you saw that JR didn't quite have, like, the ability to kind of hover back as he's been doing the past previous games. It's been like, okay, he now needs to get in. I think one of the things that Turrin can do in the advantage of that is, like, really put an eye out, because he's on the receiving end of the approaches at that time. Like, you don't need to, like, commit you can watch because the other person needs to hit you. Oh, the smash almost coming out. Really nice timing getting off the ledge there. Let's see. JR makes it back to save with a well-spaced nair.
Very well-spaced, yeah.
Dash attack, just kind of low-profile stuff.
Oh, that interrupts that. Okay. Oh, that was so scary.
Chrom, like the rest of the cast, is allergic to chairs. Losing that second stock puts him in a disadvantage, allowing JR to play in the way that he wants to, of kind of like hopping in, hopping back as he pleases. This is a tough position. If Turrin can remain confident in this time and find that opening, he will be solid.
We're looking for one strong conversion that could potentially take the stock here. But...
Yep. I think the scary thing, though, is that every moment, JR, with every hit, is just getting a little extra credit. Very nice delay. That takes it.
Yeah. That felt early, but the delay probably mixed up his DI and timing and everything.
Yeah, I think so. He was probably trying to get off stage.
Yeah.
Good air dodge. Good air dodge. Good get-up attack. He's really being cognizant of Game & Watch's hitboxes right now. That's going to be a throw-off. Oh, not a throw-off stage. Oh,
okay. Just trying to mix things up a little bit, I guess.
Yep. Doesn't quite get anything off of it. Stole the jump, but not to any amount. Covers his landing with fair, but doesn't quite work against that side tilt.
And this is one of Turrin's strengths, is this ledge guarding. So I'm excited to see him continue to pull off, right?
Yeah.
That's 3 attempts now of JR trying to get off ledge.
Oh, very nice walk away. It does seem like Turrin is holding on to his confidence right now. That is key. I really like the footsies, but that dash attack is going to get in, flipping the situation.
Oh, okay. Good patience from both players here.
Fish and bacon raining, and the down smash sending off stage.
Man, you just never know where you're going to get sent by that thing.
No, you really don't.
Man, all right. Really cool adaptation to see from Turrin there in Game 3.